Hey,
Hey,
hey.
how you doing?
Hi, I'm blessed and highly favored and all of that abundance of the Lord. And how was you?
I meant I as well. I woke up on the right side of the ground in my right mind.
Wow. Hmm. Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Look, yeah,
they got
yeah.
the big people on today.
Did you get uh-uh. uh-uh. Well,
This
I have bought a
just
new
makes my
shirt.
boobs look big.
I bought a new shirt, as you can see, and of course my boobs always look big.
They are
But yeah,
big,
yeah, it's
but
just
they're not
wait.
that big in person.
It's called a minimizing bra, but on camera, it's like the real size. But when you see me in
Oh,
person, yes, 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 yes.
that
So,
explains a lot. I need
Dillard's.
really, I need to do that because when I'm on camera, they look huge, and I'm like, I'm really not that big. So don't be disappointed when you see me in person. Now my
Oh, you've
stomach,
seen
on
me
the
in
other
person.
hand,
I mean, you've seen me in person. They, yeah, they
I'm
might,
just like,
yeah.
my stomach and my ass, on the other hand, I keep them off camera for a reason.
I can't stand you. All right. So, everybody, welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. Unfortunately, yesterday I got loaded with my family accidentally
On purpose.
Labor Day, and yeah, so I couldn't go on. So, we're just going to do Tipsy Tuesday. And it's me, your girl Shimmy 2.0. Y'all remember that Mountain Dew punch I was drinking last week with that vodka, the new MTG signature drink? Yeah, as you can see, I'm still not finished with it because this bitch is strong.
That's the same one?
Yes,
I need one of those.
got you. What you
I
sipping
have
on, Miss Arbor, not Barbara?
Seagram's blueberry lemonade.
Like one of the little wine cooler things?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen that in. Oh yeah, the blue, and it has like the blueberry and lemonade. I mean the lemon and the blueberries like on the front of the
And
glass.
I love this cup, but they're not paying me to show who they are. But
Exactly. So I don't know why you're not showing our cup, which
because I don't know where it is at the moment. I'm packing stuff up, dude.
so while we're talking MTG merchandise, y'all get your cups together,
Ooh,
get your cups together. We also have the Shimmy 2.0 design. You don't have to get the Prairie View logo, but you can get this design, this glitter
you did not
design.
offer me that.
This wasn't actually even available and on the market when we ordered ours. This is just made as my signature design. She just made this my signature design on her website.
Hey,
So,
Alicia.
hey y'all. So we're gonna get started. Today's show, we are going to talk about protecting your peace. You know, I'm still on my series of protecting your peace, but today we're going to talk about self-esteem and knowing the difference between settling down and settling.
That's a really good one. That's
Yes.
good.
So we're gonna start with a little music. Y'all know how I do. So let's see if y'all can relate to this. Of course, we do not own the rights to this music, but we're gonna see if y'all relate to this. Okay. I had to do it. I had to do it. We're talking about settling. So
Oh,
yeah. I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. Oh,
I need a
afraid,
lighter, but I don't smoke
why
anymore.
you so shy? Ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light.
Hate to turn up out of the blue, uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it. I had hoped you'd see my
Here we
face
go.
and that you'd be reminded.
There you
that
go.
for me,
That'll work.
it isn't over.
That's what they do at concerts now because
Never
nobody has life.
mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me. I bet I'll remember you say sometimes it lasts and loves, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts and loves, but sometimes it hurts instead. You.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna cut that off because Adele gonna have me in my feelings.
Right.
But I played that song because I had brunch with a friend on Sunday. If y'all follow me on my page, y'all saw I had brunch with a friend who gave me a progress report on my life.
On your life.
Yes.
Okay.
So, because sometimes you have doubts about how you're doing. You think you're doing good, and sometimes you might really not. And so she was giving me more feedback as far as my businesses, not per se my social life, we got into my social life later on in the conversation. And I have found that I am actually doing quite well in my social life. Apparently, as bad as I want to have a man and all of that good hoopla, I'm doing quite well with my social life because I am not what?
Settling.
Exactly. Ding, 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 ding. Not settling. Settling is bad for the soul. We're going to talk about
It
it.
is.
So, we're going to talk about self-esteem first. So, when we talk about self-esteem, give me your definition of self-esteem, Arbor.
For me, self-esteem is how I feel about myself, whether it's intellectually, physically, emotionally. It's what I characterize myself as.
Okay. All righty. That kind of makes sense. So, we're going to pull up the dictionary, of course, and we're going to see what the dictionary says about self-esteem.
Completely opposite of what I said, I'm sure.
So we all know self-esteem is a noun. If you did not know, self-esteem is a noun. And it is defined as confidence in one's own worth or abilities, hashtag self-respect. It's actually a colon there, but I'm going to say hashtag self-respect. Because that's what I think. Hashtags. I like hashtags. So, confidence in one's own worth. Now, self-esteem is something that you should have learned when you were about what? Maybe 5, 6. 2-year-olds got all the damn self-esteem in the world, okay? But they don't really know what the definition is. So I would say you really get into knowing about self-esteem and your words probably because kids are cruel. So let me see.
I'd say between pre-K and kindergarten because that's when my son, my oldest son had really long hair.
Mm-hmm.
When he started pre-K, we'd
Mm-hmm.
never cut his hair before. And he made it through that year, but before he went to kindergarten, he's like, I want to cut my hair because they keep calling me a girl.
Okay. So anywhere between the ages of 4 and 6, because some kids go to kindergarten at 6, some go at 5, depending on their birthday. I think I got that about right.
Yes.
Okay. So self-esteem. That's where your hair involves your hair, your eyes, your teeth, your mouth, your lips, all that kind of stuff, your body size, all of that kind of stuff. Me, I had jacked up self-esteem when I was younger. I knew I was pretty, but I had buck teeth and a gap. I knew I was pretty. Yeah. Could never tell I had buck teeth.
I need pictures.
I had buck teeth and a gap. Oh yeah. Go see on my TikTok. I think it's one on my TikTok. So, and I didn't have the best grade of hair because back then, you know, people weren't really too aware of how to take care of hair. Back then, my mama had 4 daughters. It's a lot of, by the time she got to me, it was what it was at that point. She got tired of combing hair. So, but
he was tired over it.
exactly. But we've all seen how my hair has grown out in 38 years. If I ever stop cutting it, I'll probably have it all the way down to my butt. But no, I have to cut my hair every year. I can't do it. So self-esteem for me worked out a little different because even at about between 8 and 10 years old, people always told me I was pretty and I had a very nice smile. Now, I've always had this same smile. It's always been big. It's always shown teeth, regardless. But I was so ashamed of that gap in those buck teeth, which were my fault because I sucked my thumb. The gap is hereditary. Okay. So I wasn't, you know, I didn't think I was that cute per se. That's how it was. Then I was big breast. Even at 9, I had boobs way before any of my friends. And I was tall. I was very tall. I was 5'7" by the time I reached 6th grade.
Jesus.
Yes. So I was already this height at 11 and 12 years old.
You were a teacher?
Basically. Yes. And then I got to 7th grade and all the boys grew. They grew over the summer. So I was so excited in 7th grade because
somebody was taller than you.
Yes, the boys were already taller than me. They were, you know, forming out, you know, getting little abs and stuff, you know, with them bird little chests. Oh Lord, I can go on with that forever. And a friend of mine who first showed up in school, I think it was 7th grade when she showed up. Her name was Sharika Hilborn, and she was taller than me. So I was so excited that there was another girl that was taller than me.
Heck yeah.
Exactly. But also when I got to 7th grade, that's when I really started putting on pounds when I was in the 7th grade. So 7th grade, I was probably already close to 200 pounds in the 7th grade. Yes. So I had to find some other things to make people like me. My self-esteem was shot, and that was my own fault. It's not that anybody called me fat or anyone called me out for being fat. I just knew I was bigger and abnormal from everybody else.
And it was your expectation that was not okay, so that's why you felt bad.
Exactly. So I see I have a comment, but I can't see who it is.
It's natural for us to all have some insecurities because we compare ourselves to peers.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay, I got it up. All right. Yes, Brittany, you are correct. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So let's fast forward a little bit. 7th grade. I had a boyfriend in the 7th grade. Wasn't the most attractive boy in school.
Thank you, Brittany.
Brittany, that's my friend. Hey, girl, I haven't seen you in forever. He wasn't the most attractive. He wasn't popular. He was quite nerdy. And now that I think about it, he had so much butter on his teeth back then. I didn't at the time. I didn't know what gingivitis was. I didn't know what halitosis was, or none of that stuff. So yeah. So now that I go back and think about those times, but we matched because why? He had buck teeth and a gap.
Okay. I can see where you're going with that.
Right. So I was like, okay. I got a little boyfriend. We held hands in class. We didn't go out. I don't know what.
It was just an at-school boyfriend?
Yeah. We were going steady. You remember that used to be a thing? We didn't go nowhere but the damn library.
During school hours. You didn't know each other after school.
No. So then fast forward to high school. By the time I got to high school, weight had gone up some more because I like cookie cakes and pies. So I weighed about 250 pounds by the time I was a freshman in high school. Now, let my family tell it. They loved me so much that they didn't realize how big I was. And they the ones feeding me the food and buying the clothes.
I was gonna say, so they didn't buy no clothes.
They
They
bought the
didn't
clothes. They bought the
realize
bras.
you had
Mm-hmm.
to go up a size or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. So high school was cool. Um, my freshman year of high school was actually really cool because my sisters had all graduated by 95. And so when I got to high school, all of their friends had siblings, you know, and I knew all of the siblings. They were like juniors or seniors in high school. So high school was fun. You know,
Because
I
you
knew
knew
my
everybody,
classmates.
you had a
Exactly.
click.
Exactly. So high school's okay. Fast forward, transferred to a new school, junior year in high school. I went from an all-white school, which was kind of mixed, but it was still all white. I went to Cedar Hill, over to Kimball High School, which is majority black.
You went to the ghetto.
Yes. But I love my school to death. So don't go there. You will get beat up. Okay.
Hey.
But transitioning over was an experience for me. I talked different. I wore a different style of clothes.
You were all
I,
proper.
yeah, sometimes. And to hear students curse out teachers or have a conversation with a teacher and allowed to use curse words. Big shocker for me. I went home my first day crying. Not
No,
only was
that's
I crying because they were disrespectful, but I also went home crying because I was in all of these AP classes. So I stood out. And I was just like, I learned that stuff when I was in like the 8th or ninth grade. So it tells you a lot about the education system and depends on the districts that you live in. You know, I'm
they were
reading.
teaching that in your AP classes.
Mm-hmm. No. They were teaching that in my regular classes. So
Oh,
I had to go to AP to learn something else.
okay.
You know, to move up.
All right.
I was even in Spanish AP.
How to? I almost said a cuss word. How you
Exactly.
say that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Spanish
took
AP.
French. I didn't know they
Well,
had a Spanish AP.
yes, they do have Spanish AP. I took Spanish AP all the way through my senior year of high school and then took 2 years in college. So I have 6 years of Spanish equivalency and I can read a menu very well. I'm not going to speak it to you because I just think I sound dumb. But anyway, so so by the time I graduated high school or by the time I reached my senior year in high school, I was 370 pounds, almost 400 pounds. But I was athletically built, not flat abs and all that kind of stuff. He said we had AP. Yes, Q, we did. We did.
AP gym. What is AP
Everything.
gym?
Everything. So for me to fit in, I actually was one of the first female student trainers in the athletic department. So that's how I ended up being able to fit in. And I was like one of the fellas. I really didn't want to be seen as one of the fellas, but I felt protected at that point because here I am. I used to wear microwave ponytails all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You remember? Y'all remember
Oh yeah.
microwave ponytails? Yeah, I used to wear microwave ponytails all the time. I never really wore my hair. You know, I wore like this weird lipstick. It wasn't red. It wasn't burgundy. It was the
Did you go
pictures
through
I
the
could show
black
you.
lip liner phase?
Yeah, I did that one too with the lip gloss,
Yes.
which was weird. I never understood
I
why
didn't
we
do
did.
black. I did brown
I
because
did
black was
black.
the black was the Mexican girls at my school, so I did brown.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't that smart to do brown. I did black. Mm-hmm. So my self-esteem went up just a little bit in high school, by my senior year, because hey, I got my brothers. You know, they got my back. I dated a football guy. I had a really huge crush on a football guy in high school, but I didn't date him. I dated another football guy, which come to find out he was in the slow classes, so I ended up having to dump him. Yeah, he was a dumb jock. I was like, when I found that out, I was like, I can't be with no dummy now. Wait a minute. Y'all ain't gonna talk about me. No. That is not gonna happen.
You said he was in the slow class.
He was, girl. One day we were walking down the hallway and he went into, I was like, oh no, that's the slow people class. I took to some of them people. No. Yeah. It was bad. It was bad. I broke up with him. And he asked me why I broke up with him. I said, because you're stupid. Like, I can't be seen with you. Like, I really could not be seen with you. Like,
I mean,
I'm hanging out
I'm
with the popular
glad
kids.
you were honest, but I needed you to have a little bit of tact. I needed you to say a little something different.
I was 17. What?
Hi, Q. How you doing?
How you just done took over the whole screen?
And not even showing his face.
At all. Q, hey.
Can I get back in?
Right. Q, you. He done took it all out.
You play too much. Can you make me smaller?
He done took us all out
up in
trying
the
to play
camera.
behind the scenes, y'all. He done took us all out. That's somebody with self-esteem issues. He don't want the show to be all about him. No, sir. No, sir. But yeah. So, I mean, my confidence was pretty good. I think really around probably my junior senior year, I really figured out what my worth was as a person. You know, and what I really wanted for myself. You know. So, talking self-esteem, it got way high when I went to college. In my first semester, I dropped 70 pounds like that.
Oh, yes.
Baby,
Could
yes.
tell you nothing.
Never. That was because I had 8 gym classes a day. Well, within 2 days, because I had 4 on one day and 4 on the next day. But yeah.
How did that work?
My major was kinesiology, so I got to take everything. I took swimming, I took cardio, I took weight training, I took powerlifting and weight training. I took what was the other class? Anyway, all those classes.
Jesus.
I had to take all those classes. Well, I mean, if I'm gonna be a sports trainer for the NBA, which is what I wanted to do my whole life, and I didn't, that's another story. But anyway, I had to know everything.
I get it.
It actually qualifies me to be a teacher, but I refuse to teach because y'all know I would kick a kid. I would.
They need it.
Yeah. So then about 6 bad relationships later.
Jeez.
Yeah. I really figured out. So this was about 2012. So let's kind of fast forward 2012. And I got all the way down to 175 pounds in 2012.
Couldn't tell you.
Never. But I will never get back down to 175 pounds again, because I go back and look at those pictures. I look like Whitney Houston's stepdaughter. For real. I look like somebody's crackhead. And you know, I like to wear my hair big. Yeah.
See, and that's so funny because I was just talking to a friend of mine who's a trainer, and we were trying to figure out where I needed to be on the scale, because I want, I've got the COVID and I've got the, after a divorce, you get the happy weight because you're not stressed out no more. Mm-hmm. So I got both of those. Mm-hmm. Plus the baby weight I never got rid of from the last baby. So like.
Well, it's bad because I've never had any kids. So I don't want people to be looking at me like, oh, she this big, she ain't got no kids.
You'll get, your boobs gonna get bigger, your belly's gonna get bigger, your ass gonna get bigger, your feet get bigger.
I'm diabetic, baby. That already happened. I'm diabetic. That already happens.
But I'm saying that
I want it though.
Go for it.
I want
you to have twins.
Q, can we take her out?
I'm sending you, baby.
Can we take her out of the show? There you go. All right, all right, all right. No, I'm just playing. Put my friend back on
Here,
cue. You so
you.
rude.
I'm still here and still
Right,
singing baby
right. Let me
dust.
take her out. Okay, no. No, but you know what? If I had twins and it was a boy and a girl, I would be just fine. I would be okay with that. So my self-esteem now, even with some of the weight gain back and all, baby, y'all can't tell me nothing. I'm the shit. Even at the weight that I'm at, you better accept me for what the fuck I look like and roll with it. Because baby, when I take this girdle off, I promise you, it's some belly under here and it's gonna bust out like a can of biscuits soon as I get out of the air. Okay. Now, my stomach ain't that big, but it ain't this flat. Let's just be clear. Okay. My boobs are really this big and they hang low like cow tits. So don't get the assumption that when you take this bra off, they're gonna be all standing up and perky. No, sir. No, sir. That's no, sir. That's not what happens. That's not what happens.
I
Okay.
wasn't ready.
Nope. Nope. I'm telling you, I'm all like a can of biscuits. Baby, from the top to baby, pie out, it all will come out. No lie. And I'm not ashamed to say
Can we
that.
be cinnamon rolls instead of biscuits?
No, because I don't like cinnamon.
No, well, I'm a cinnamon roll. You can be a biscuit.
Listen, you get you some Grand's fluffy biscuits. I promise you.
Body
Thank you.
concepts by
You get you some Grand's fluffy biscuits. I'm telling you, you gonna
They're
be
they
bomb.com. I
are the
promise you.
shit. They are
I
the shit.
promise you. So, Arbor, give us a little bit of your self-esteem journey.
Oh goodness.
Because I done
Um.
took over half the show talking about my self-esteem.
So as a kid, I was very self-conscious
Mm-hmm.
because of external things. Like I was adopted, and the kids found out,
Mm.
and I don't know how they found out exactly, but that was an issue at certain points.
Mm-hmm.
I was very proper, so my nickname was Oreo, so that was an issue.
That well, I had that name too.
My sisters, my two adopted sisters were 13 and 14 or 14 and 15 years older than me.
Mm.
So they moved out eventually, and I had to figure out how to comb my hair. Jesus, that was wrong. That was a bad time. Bad time. Um, yep, I started wearing a bra in third grade.
Mm-hmm.
I was super tall. I
Mm-hmm.
was super nerdy and super smart. So, like, everything was against me. I was the
Mm.
teacher's pet because in my house, you talked to adults constantly because,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the youngest thing there.
Right.
So, I was
You're
able to
smarter.
talk to adults all the time.
Right. You're
I'm used to
smarter.
talking to adults. So, I could communicate with my teachers to the point where when they needed something, when something needed to be conveyed to the office, blah, 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 they would send me. So I had the air of being confident and great and all that because I was smart enough to be,
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily my looks. I didn't get that part yet. Middle school, I was real self conscious. Um, I went from like normal sized kid to in middle school, I blew up.
Okay.
Something hit, pounds came on, and I was super self conscious. So by the time I
Oh
got to high
wow.
school, I was starving myself.
Oh no. I didn't know that.
And yeah, I went, um, I tried to be super, super skinny because that's what all the other girls look like.
Hmm.
And it got to the point where it was causing health problems. You
No.
got, I got threatened a couple times by the doctors and my mom, stuff like that, but it didn't it didn't end up going to the point where I needed to be hospitalized or anything like that.
Hmm.
But it was just it was there. It was an issue. I'm trying to find a picture. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if I can find one quickly enough. But
I ain't showing no pictures, Chad. Baby, isn't oof,
I
Chad.
I have a let's see here. See, this is what they did to me. Look at that. That was so cute.
Oh, little eyebrow.
I know. But look at what they dressed me in.
That was the style then.
With black shoes.
Now you know that was a style then, honey. White
Wait a minute.
stockings and
And
black
the
shoes.
spin out shirt and painted your own shirt. That was that.
That was the style. You have to remember that was the style back then.
It was. But this was me when I graduated.
Mm-hmm.
And I have one that I'm standing on my sideways so you can see better. But look how skinny I was.
Ooh, yeah.
And yeah, I had a lot of health issues with that. I would bleed for months at a time and be so anemic and all that. That's how I got put on birth control. And my dad about had a cow because he thought I was getting on birth control for something else. And
gotta love a dad. You gotta love a dad.
Trying to explain to him that is not what it was, and it was because it was
that didn't go well. I know it didn't.
Ordeal. It was a whole ordeal.
I know it didn't go well.
But at the same time, as I was getting smaller, I started getting attention, and I wasn't getting attention from the people I went to school with because they knew me, so they had this. They saw me a certain way. I started getting outside attention. And that was where the older guys started coming in, and so my head got big. As soon as I graduated, head blew up. I ended up meeting my soon-to-be husband within a few months of graduating, and at that point, he told me to eat a couple sandwiches because I was a little bit too thin, and then he gassed me up. And when I tell you couldn't tell me nothing, it didn't matter where I went, city, state, area code, zip code, outer space. You couldn't tell me nothing. Even pregnant.
I believe that.
Even pregnant, I was beautiful. I was hot. And even though I knew that, because I settled in a relationship with a man that I didn't need to be with, he used that against me.
Oh.
So after I had my baby and dealt with all of that trauma and that drama from being looked at all the time, he became insecure.
Oh wow. Not that he became insecure. Oh goodness.
Well, he was very insecure about the situation because I was always getting attention, and all of a sudden when the dynamics changed and he wasn't the boss anymore, he wasn't providing like he used to, when those dynamics changed and he got really insecure, my high self-esteem was a problem. So he had to knock that down.
Oh wow.
And he severely did. And what I am still working on now, 10 years later, because we divorced in 2010. So even now, 10 years later, I still don't like to be seen. So this is why, like, the podcast and all this kind of stuff is great for me now, because I didn't like to be seen. He had put so much fear and insecurity and self-doubt on me that I gained weight on purpose. Or let me rephrase it. I didn't gain weight on purpose. I didn't lose weight on purpose because I didn't want to be seen as the beautiful girl anymore.
That sucks.
I wanted you to like me for my brains, for my conversation, for my capabilities, not my body.
Which is what it should be anyway, but
it should be. But for me, my features were the first thing that you saw. Everything else was next. I didn't want features anymore because that's what got me in trouble. That's what caused the problems. That's where his insecurities were. So I had to get rid of that to be safe.
Gotcha.
So where
are you at now?
Let me lose this belly and learn how to put on some lashes and do my eyebrows, baby. Because you already can't tell me much. You can't tell
Can't.
me
You
much
can't tell
now.
nothing.
And that's with all this big cinnamon roll biscuits busting out. You can't tell me nothing now because I'm good at what I do. I look good doing it, and you gonna like it.
Exactly. Accept me. So I found a picture of me.
Yes, show it.
Okay, so this is 2000. 2000. My graduation, 2000, and 2012. Let me see if I can get it without the glare.
Oh wow, Shimmy, you don't look like a crackhead.
No. That was 2012. Hold on. I'm gonna
Oh,
show you the crackhead one. Hold on.
what size was that? That
That
looks
was
good on you. Your boobies look smaller.
I want to say that was a 14. Actually, no. Yeah, that was a 14. So I'm going to show you this other picture, and you can see my weight change over the years. Let me put this back. Maybe if I push this back, I can see.
Okay, yeah, I see. I see. That don't even look like you.
So that's me in the middle at 175.
You don't look like a crackhead.
Up close, I did.
You might
And my
need
hair is straight in that picture too.
you might
So
need to eat a sandwich just to fill out a little bit, but you did not look like a crackhead.
did. I promise you. I promise you. Let me see if I can see another one. I just had one. Okay. There's another one of me at 175.
Go up a little bit. No, that's forward. Go up. Okay. Trying to be bow legged.
Is.
That's cute. That is not a crackhead look.
Yes, ma'am.
I miss
I
having my bones show.
I don't see, and when I lose
I
weight,
love
it's
it when
always
we
right here that people can tell. So no,
I
I would
love,
prefer
love that.
not for my bones to show. So speaking,
I,
we're
give
just
me my
talking
bones.
self-esteem. What I don't like, and the reason why I say I don't like it is because it can be wrong.
Hey, April. Yeah, we
Yes,
are our
April, we
own
are.
worst critic.
Hey, April, I meant to say hey earlier. I saw you commenting, saying hey to Q earlier. But thank you guys for watching and tuning in. We're talking self-esteem and the difference between settling and settling down. So, one thing I don't like about people with too much self-esteem. I think that's how I'm trying to phrase it. People that have too much self-esteem.
Conceited.
No, that's not what I mean.
Vain.
No,
Narcissistic.
that's not what I mean. No. Now I hate narcissists. Sagittarius, stay the fuck away from me, for real, for real. But there are some people who have too much self-esteem and confidence. Baby, put your belly away.
Oh, those
You
people.
have 50,000 pounds of stomach and 2 pounds of boob. No, ma'am.
The ones that are
Now,
built like one of them
yes.
chicken wings where you
The
got the bone at the bottom and just the punk stuff up top.
Yes. Now I have the flattest ass known to man. Honestly, it's wide. It doesn't have any weight on it. Sorry, it's wide. I mean, I'm not dragging wagon, but I got a wagon. Okay.
I can give you a cheek and still have ass.
Thank you. Some people can't. So if you have 50,000 pounds of stomach and 30,000 pounds of ass and 2 pounds of boobs, that crop top doesn't do it. That's not how that works. And then you get offended when somebody say when you do. Get it together. Get it
You can't be
together.
mad, boo boo.
Thank you. Now, I'm not saying don't have confidence about yourself. I'm glad that you feel that highly about yourself And I'm kind of pissed off about big women because so many big women are settling down. I was like, fuck, I should have stayed 370 pounds. I'd probably be married with some kids by now. Had I known stomachs were coming back. Had I known they were
Baby.
coming back. Oh, it makes me so mad. Okay.
Hey,
I'm over
they
here
call me
trying to be,
Tiger Roo now.
baby,
They
I'm over
call
here
me
trying to be
Tiger Roo.
cute and sucking the stomach in and trying to
Mm-mm.
be all flat and you know what I'm saying? Because like I like my thighs and I like my butt. I wish I had I wish I
Humps.
had the hump. I want a hump
Do some
bad in
squats.
the mud. I want the hump, like the
Do
twerking
some
hump.
squats.
I tried that. I get bored fast and I end up doing two.
That's not bored fast.
I got bored fast doing it. I got bored fast. That
Uh,
just doing the one two. I'm bored. I'm over it.
practice sitting on it. Think about that, and that might help.
I gotta find something to sit on. You know I have penis problems. You know that.
I said practice sitting on it so that when it does get there, it's a rodeo show.
You know how long I've been waiting for a rodeo show? Don't bring this up, Arbor. That's a sensitive subject for me. I would love to have a rodeo show.
I
Absolutely.
would too. Do you understand how long it's
But
been?
going to the children's petting farm is not, no, ma'am. That's what I get is the children's petting farm. No, I would love to
Mm-mm.
go to the big man's rodeo. Absolutely, I would. But we all know I have those issues. I have those issues. And sitting on my dildos and vibrators, that doesn't work. That don't work because it don't sit up right. Then I'm on my knees. No.
They have the seats now.
Well, if you find it, I'll practice. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
That's gonna be the way. But anyway, but I sit here and I look at, and big is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Big is beautiful. I love it. But I hate to see women at an unhealthy weight and thinking that it's okay. You might not have the problems now. You might not have high blood pressure. You might not have the diabetes. You might not have what thyroid is. You might not have those things now. But as you get older and your body changes and you're continuously dragging that weight around, it is unhealthy. And then when you lose the weight, you are at a bigger risk of losing your life. Because then when you finally realize you got to lose weight, you want to do it in a very fast way. You want to go have surgery and do all this kind of stuff and think that it's not going to have any repercussions.
Your
So
body goes into shock.
thank you. You can't be 500 pounds your entire life and then all of a sudden get rid of 300 pounds super fast. Your heart can't take that. You can't. That's why we've seen so many celebrities that were once big and dropped all this weight so fast, pass on so fast, so quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
what was his name? Michael Duncan Clark. What's his name? Michael Clark
Uh,
Duncan
yeah.
from Green Mile. That's
Hmm.
happened to him. His body went into shock so fast because he dropped that weight so fast. It's a progression. It's a progression. You have to. And there's nothing wrong. Again, there's nothing wrong with being big and beautiful. I'm so glad that y'all have that confidence about yourself. And I'm not hating. I promise you I'm not. But I've been there and done that. I've
I need
seen
Lizzo's
the
knees.
complication. Huh?
I need Lizzo's knees.
But even she's on a weight loss trend right now too. So and I love Lizzo. I love her confidence. I love all of that about her. But again, to survive Hollywood, you gotta make
Look
some
at
changes.
Adele.
Monique did
Adele's
it.
hot.
Missy did it.
Hmm.
Missy didn't lose a ton of weight, but she lost the. You know what I'm saying? She lost the weight.
Pamela's doing it.
Countess Vaughn had to do it. What was the
Is
other
she still
lady's
alive?
name? Yeah. Yes, baby. Yes.
One of them in that time frame
Oprah in a
died.
whole different demographic. Okay, she got the
Oprah
money.
is a
Look, she got the
yo-yo.
money and every doctor in America that can help her stay healthy. She can be big and skinny 50,000 times in her lifetime, and it ain't going to affect her as much. So, she all right. Oprah has teams of doctors. Okay,
I don't know. My
all of
next
us
door
ain't got
neighbor
that money.
growing up, she trended with Oprah. If Oprah got skinny, she got skinny.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
was a
But
whole
that's who else I think about when I got small. You remember how Oprah had that big old hair and was
yes.
little? That's how I felt about myself too. Just like, oh, and I used to wear that feathered hairstyle, because my hair is really
Yes.
thin and light like that, and I used to have that. Oh my God,
I had
girl.
the Whitney Houston hair from The Bodyguard.
Mm.
Yep.
See,
I had that cut.
so yeah, nah, it was weird. It was weird for me. It was a whole weird thing. I
That
felt like
was
I should wear a
I was like
turtleneck and
15, 16.
exactly. And Oprah was the one wearing jeggings back then. Remember with
Yes.
the black suede boots, and everybody now all of a sudden
Yes.
don't want to wear no jeggings, and Oprah wore jeggings for years. Nobody said nothing to Oprah about her jeggings, but if I wear a
Wasn't
pair of
nobody gonna
jeggings,
tell Oprah nothing. Wasn't nobody gonna tell Oprah nothing.
Oprah, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car, everybody gets a
Right?
car, and then you gotta pay the taxes. Yeah, that's the part she
That's the
left out.
part they left out.
That's the part they left out. But so I mean, there's nothing wrong with everybody having wonderful self-esteem about themselves. I wish y'all the best. What I also hate to see about a grown person in self-esteem is not having any.
Yeah.
At
But how
45,
so many people do.
at 45, men and women, there should be something about yourself that you love enough not to settle. So that's we gonna go on transition. There has got to be something about yourself that you love to where you don't have to settle. Let's see. April said, when I was heavy, I developed acid reflux, sleep apnea, swelling of the ankles, and other things. Once I lost it all, those things went away. Everyone's not meant to be small, though. Correct. The biggest thing is to listen to your body. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Listen to your body. Same thing with me. My doctor swear up and down I still got sleep apnea. I'm like, there is no way because I choke more with that machine than anything else. Okay, Arbor with the swoop. With the swoop.
How old
Okay.
was I there?
I have to say probably about 19. I may give you 20.
And that is why I was in trouble. I was 15.
I was about to say that too. Yeah.
I was
You
either
fast.
14, about to be 15, or I just turned 15.
You fast. You was
And that's
fast.
why I was in trouble.
But you also have to think about the time that we lived in back then too. Because you rocking that MC Light hairstyle. Okay.
Hey, baby.
Okay. Okay. So even back then, the way we looked back then, I think even now, that's why they say we don't age. Because a lot of us still look the same. We weren't doing
We
harsh
looked
things with
grown
our
when we were
body.
2.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But us 80s, 70s, 80s babies, we
We're a
got a
time
little
warp.
fountain of youth a little bit. Because I know some millennials that look.
Some lament.
Oh,
Oh Lord, they look rough. There's some of them that look real bad for their age.
I know some 25-year-olds that look older than me. So I don't know what y'all doing, baby. I might want to drink some water and use Dove.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's from 25 to 35. It's something about that age bracket right there that don't look
They
quite
look
right.
rough. They looking real rough. I don't know if y'all just
They
because y'all smoking
tired.
so much weed or whatever, because your lips is super black and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know. Y'all might want to switch to edibles. Something. Stop smoking blunts. Okay?
They
Something. But they looking
wear
old.
eyelashes that you can fly off with, like
They be this big.
natural.
Yes. Even these are a different number than what I normally wear. And they're a little longer and they're a little thicker than what I normally wear. Y'all probably really can't see it. But anyway.
I got some magnetic ones. I'm gonna try it with the eyeliner. I'm gonna try it.
Yes, April, we stay out them streets too. Yes, because my weekends now I'm in the bed at 8. 8:30. I'm trying to get rest all on the weekend, and I'm probably the busiest woman in America right now. So, absolutely right, April. But so self-esteem issues and settling down. Does that stem from not having proper self-esteem growing up, or was it something that was developed later?
I think it both. Because if you didn't have self-esteem growing up, then when you do find something that treats you kind of good, you accept it because it's better than what you probably had.
Okay.
But as an adult, when you develop self-esteem issues as an adult,
Mm-hmm.
you realize you feel like you can't ask for everything you deserve because you don't feel like you deserve it.
Okay.
Even though
That
you
makes sense.
might know that you do, you don't feel like
Mm.
you can ask for it right now because you're not in that place where you deserve it.
Okay. Okay. So I know a lady, and she is 43, I think, 43, 44. And she got married upon an ultimatum.
Ooh, nope.
Now, she's a nice sized woman. She's not voluptuous, but she's a nice sized, thick woman. Good job, you know. Um, to me, from what I'm told, a bit naive about certain things. So she meets a man. He's not attractive at all to me, ever, never. And I like chocolate men. We all know I like
Personality
chocolate.
could make him attractive.
This nigga a bum. And y'all know I hate calling men that, but he's a bum.
Mm.
So, truck driver, has
Mm.
grown kids. She has kids in high school, too, in high school. And so she meets him, and this is where verbal abuse comes in. You'll never be, good enough, and you better accept me, or ain't no other man gonna accept you, blah, 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 blah. Truck driver. We all know good truck drivers make really good money.
Yeah.
But her self-esteem is so low to where she pays half the mortgage. She got tricked into moving into a house, first of all. Her family, and they're overcharging her for a bad neighborhood. So she pays half the mortgage, all the lights, all the water, everything. And he only pays half the mortgage. Do I need to say it louder for the people in the back?
Where the fuck
Okay.
they do that at?
At her house.
She need to move.
Right. So they went to counseling, and the counselor asked, well, what do you love about her? Why are you married to her? And his response was, because she's a hard worker. Is there crickets in the room? Hello?
The fuck?
Yeah.
I don't have nothing good to say. I don't have anything good to say. I, I try my best not to be judgmental in these situations because if you look at the choices that I've made, you'd be like, what the fuck was wrong with you? You would punch me, especially that second one.
I hate you. You're so crazy.
I would. Well, I was 17 with the first one, so not only was I naive and all that, like I will give excuses for that because I was stupid. I wasn't as stupid with. I was still stupid as fuck. Like I want to punch myself. Go back to the date and cook rice one by one.
Well, sometimes you think when you do something again, it's going to turn out different. The good thing is that you've now learned from your mistakes. So first time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Third time, you dumb as fuck. Because there's no way it should take you 3 times to realize you made a mistake. Simple as that. So we're gonna just chalk that up to that. You did the 2 times. You weren't dumb as hell to do it the third time, as far as we know, because you ain't married again.
No.
So if I'm sitting in a counseling session as a woman, and this is how I know her self-esteem isn't great. We're sitting in counseling even before we got married, and you say, I love her and I'm marrying her because she's a hard worker. What do you do? Me personally, get the fuck up and walk out. Because you can't even tell me. That means
That is
that
not something to love.
yeah, that means that that I'm going to make sure that the house is okay. That's what that is. And I ain't got to do shit. Because even if I don't do it, that means, and that's how a man would think, especially a man that's using you and gonna get over. Q, what you say, Q?
Who is conceited?
What? Put it up. Okay, I had self-esteem issues even in high school. I developed more self-esteem when I found out I could dance really well. I got invited to the parties, became drum major, and was on top of the world. Then I left home and became a man for real. I found out the hard way that I wasn't everyone's cup of tea. Then I found a balance with my vain ass. I think you want to put VAIN ass. Stop disrespecting my school like you didn't get no education. Okay, I'm sick of you. VAIN, Mr. Bible Man, Mr.
All
Bible
right.
Man.
April says my parents did a good job. Yep. April, when you were on the show with me on Sunday, your parents sounded phenomenal.
Yes.
Um,
Whew, we didn't
but
invite them on the show.
but when I started dating, that's what I told her. I was like, we need a whole segment just with them.
Mm-hmm.
But when I started dating, I ran into guys who would intentionally tear me down because they didn't like my confidence. Amen. Over
Mm-hmm.
time, that did start affecting my self esteem. I'm still very confident, but I struggle sometimes. I feel like I have PTSD. April, PTSD in after relationships is real. It
Very much.
is very real.
Very much.
And I don't know how you feel about it. The way that you sound like you would be accepting of it. Get a coach or a counselor, but get somebody to help you work through that because it is real. There's triggers that you might not even know that you have
Mm-hmm.
that will put you back in that place and build that negative self-talk, and that's something that you
Mm-hmm.
want to rewire,
Right.
and that takes a lot of effort and struggle, um, because the negative is really easy for us to take. We
Right.
speak very negatively to ourselves. Bad habits are the ones that are easy to pick up and hard to put down. That's just the
Mm-hmm.
way that we're built. So to do things differently takes a whole different level of commitment to wanting to be better.
Yes. And I absolutely agree with that because I was in an abusive relationship and PTSD is real in my relationships now. I think that's why I'm more dominant in my relationships now versus how I was in the past. Because when I got with him, I knew he beat women. He never beat me. He was very sweet. Like the last relationship he was in before me, I knew, but she was ghetto. She always fought anyway, too. I knew her. You know what I'm saying? Like I
So
knew
you
her
thought
personality.
because they were, ghetto
That
with
was
each
them over
other.
there. I wasn't that girl. I was sweet Shim. And like he hit me one time. And that was the first and the last time he ever got to hit me because I tried to kill him. Okay. But like now I can't stand for people to speak loudly to me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or walk up on me, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because even when me and him used to get into it, even before he ever hit me, he would walk up on me in a certain way. He
Mm-hmm.
never raised his, hands to me or whatever, except for that one time, but he would always walk up on me in that way. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? And I
There's
can't I can't stand for people to do that. Females or males. I can't stand it because then my defenses go up and I'm ready to
mhm.
fight. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
see,
the few relationships I had after him, that was a trigger for
yes,
me. And I actually believe I've left probably 2 or 3 good relationships because
because
of
of
that.
that. Yeah, I was gonna say when you have triggers like that, they follow you. You know, it doesn't matter the scenario situation when it looks similar. Automatically go to it could end up like that, so I have to respond or protect myself now.
Same way with men cheating on me. Every relationship I've ever been in, men have cheated on me, and I'm just like, okay. So now when you're being sneaky, or not even being sneaky, but not keeping open lines of communication, you know what I'm saying? Or, you saying one thing and I found out that you went somewhere else, even though you wasn't going somewhere else to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a trigger. It's a trigger. I'm a hard person. I'm probably one of the few people that actually can admit that they are a hard person to be with, because my defenses are up all the time. And I get
know
annoyed
I am.
fast. I get annoyed
definitely
fast.
know. I definitely know I am a hard person to be with because I have such high expectations, but they're expectations about the simple things. But what's really funny is when you come up to something that you know triggers you, and all of a sudden you don't have the response. And I don't know if you have ever reached that stage yet, but I did this year. So my first husband, when we got divorced in 2010, disappeared. And there was a moment in 2020 where I was in the same room. And it was when I tell you it was a physical attack on my soul. Sitting there, and then all of a sudden, it was peace because I'm looking at this man going, I let you do that to me? I let this do that to me. Like, do you know what I've been through and survived? And you, like, it baffled me. Like, why did I have, what was wrong with me that let me get to that place where you could do that to me? And I came out, when I tell you, my head up, my chest out, I didn't even need heels on to look hot that day. It was good.
Yeah.
And then a man, not too much later, called me a certain name that my ex used to call me. And whenever he called me that, I knew a fight was ensuing. I knew it was about to be a knockdown, drag out, probably physical altercation. He called me by that name, and we continued the conversation like nothing ever happened. I literally called my therapist the next day. I was like, wait a minute, what just happened here?
Right.
Like, it was such a shock to my system that you know you are healed when your triggers no longer trigger. You know you are healed when you can pray for that person and not be taken back to the place of hurt that they left you in.
You know what? Actually, I've actually reached that with one person. Now, when the abusive dude, when somebody called me and told me he got shot, I was
You did a little
like,
happy dance.
I was like, why the fuck did you call me? Like, I was gonna feel bad about it. He probably deserved it. Was it a woman? Was it a woman that did it? If so, what's her
She was
booking
probably
number? And let me put
self-defense.
some money on her books.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I have reached that. My very first fiance, I have reached that point because we've
That's
gone
true.
back and forth so much, over the past 20 years. And this is the slow coach, the one I was talking about, the slow coach. I actually ended up getting engaged to him about a couple years later. Anyway, it's a long story. Anyway, so it's
I
a
need the
long
tea.
story. Yeah, we'll talk about that off air on another day. But anyway, but I'd probably say it was probably last year. Because now, even to the point where, because he's still my niece's godfather. And when his birthday came around, she said, "Hey, Nene, have you talked to him?" And I said, "No, I actually don't, I don't speak to him anymore. We went our separate ways, blah, blah, blah." Well, normally when she would ask me stuff like that, I'd be on the phone, calling, and all this kind of stuff. But I was like, no. I said, you know what? I actually didn't even remember his birthday this year. I didn't even think about it. And I said, well, if you want to call him, just call him, see if he'll answer or whatever. And she was like, well, I did, and he didn't answer. So I was like, okay. So I texted him and I said, hey, your daughter's calling you. You need to call her back. And normally that sparks a conversation with me and him. You know what I'm saying? I blocked his number right back, right immediately after. And I was just like, because I don't want the headache. I just want to be at peace. And ever since that moment, I have been doing more things to protect my peace at this point. That's why I've been doing this series, over the past month, because to me, honestly, I think I'm growing to that point to where I'm going to take my peace over anything else. And I'm not going to settle just for the sake of saying I'm married. Or, hey, I settled with this man and had a baby by this man just so I could be a mother. If I'm never a mother, this probably might be the most I'm at peace with not having kids at this point, because I don't want to be a baby mama. I don't want a baby daddy. And not saying if I got married and had kids, it wouldn't end up that way. But I'm going to do everything at all costs to protect my life to not marry somebody like that and not just settle, Avery said, amen. She said, I knew I was healed when I saw my ex-husband years after the divorce, and he asked for forgiveness when we saw each other. I thanked him, but told him I had forgiven him a long time ago. Getting to a place of forgiveness is free. Yes, ma'am. You know what? Amen. Amen to that. It's like weights. It's just like losing 100 pounds. It's just like.
It is. Oh my God. You haven't been married, so you don't understand. First of all, the divorce is the best money you'll ever spend in your life. And two, the weight of losing a person, the amount
I
of
lost a person. I lost 100
freedom you
pounds. I
feel.
lost a whole person.
No, that's that. Whew. I want to experience that one, but I'm telling you, the weight of losing a person that was dragging you down is
I've had a couple exes like
unbelievable.
that.
It was unbelievable. Like I could not understand why I hadn't done it sooner. I was like, nobody fucking told me it was gonna be this good. Like it was. I got presents. I got gifts. That's how bad people disliked my first husband.
They gave you a present for. Oh Lord,
I
no.
had
I've been to a
had
divorce party
presents.
before, so.
My family members gave me presents. It was the funniest shit. But it was it. I'm at a place now, and I've been this way for a while.
Okay.
I'm able to say thank you because in April sparked this thought in my head when she said she thanked him. I'm able to say thank you for the things that I went through because some of the experiences I never would have ever gotten to have if it hadn't been for him. Some of the things that I've learned, I never would have gotten to, or it would have taken me a lot longer to get to them. Like I had all of this in such a compact, we were together for 12 years. And that sounds like a long time, but that was like 3 lifetimes of
when you
drama
with the
and all
wrong
that.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I love me now. I love my thick skin. I love my smart ass comments. I love that there's some things that 50 Shades ain't got on me. Like there's
Y'all go join her page. She'll post it later.
there's
I got turned on by a food post the other day, y'all. So y'all need to be on Arbor's page.
It's Pure Romance by Arbor. And when they slid that pepper, I was like,
yes, that's the part.
girl. I was like, Jesus, and it's a public page. So if the guys want to go see, you can go to the public page, Pure Romance by Arbor. Ladies, we got a private group. There's some other stuff.
Y'all, I was like, oh,
you didn't know if you wanted to eat or come. It was,
and I can't even have jalapenos at all. I will be in somebody's hospital and jalapeno. I cannot.
We'll slide a bell pepper in there for you.
Girl, slide anything in the midst of the. I was just like, is that a coaching? That's a coaching. and it just slid. And then the stuffing part didn't make it no better. The way it just, y'all, ladies, go join the private group or get Arbor to add y'all to that private group, because the things that happen in that private group is so different. Y'all will be amazed, ladies. I promise you. For those of y'all that are married, when you watch this video of the stuffed chicken being created by a
Oh,
culinary chef, you will go, I got so turned on. That was real food porn. Seriously, it was worse than Sausage Party if you've watched Sausage Party. Okay,
that movie disturbed the fuck out of me.
it did the taco. The taco. There it goes. Start it over so they can see it.
Oh,
Y'all, look at this.
that's
Y'all,
just the first couple seconds. I'll let you go find
I
my page.
rewinded it. I like screenshotted it and then did it in slow mo. I did it in slow mo, so it was like,
I might have to send you the I think it's like a grapefruit that has honey dripping down it, and he's massaging the. Oh, I'm gonna text you that one.
I can't watch this stuff, y'all. I'm single. Okay, it's not. April says the weight lifted for me the moment I made the decision to file the papers, and I had to reconcile my part in it. I can say that he was this and that, but the truth is I made a bad decision because I'm the one that chose him. Now, accountability. That was one of our words from Sunday. Holding
Yes.
yourself accountable. Now, what I can say was back then I did not hold myself accountable for my part in my breakups, but the last engagement that I had, I take all the responsibility because I allowed everything to happen because I loved him so much from the time that I was 17 that he was everything I thought I ever wanted. I accepted all of his criminal past. I accepted all of his irresponsibility. I took on all his debts. Like that
Mm-mm.
was all me because he could lay the pipe good, and he was my love from 17 years old, and he was the perfect chocolate skin and the perfect height, and he was this and that. Y'all know I'm shallow. Huh. I took it
He
all
fits
on.
your shallow mold.
He did absolutely all of it with the bad credit. The bad that part ain't part of the shallow bowl. I don't want your debt and your credit, but it took for me moving away in 2017 to realize that that is not what I wanted. And I was going to be settling, absolutely settling, just to
Oh
have
yeah,
a
we
cute man by my
absolutely
side.
ignore the red flags. We
Mm-hmm.
ignore the red flags. We ignore the yellow flags. I'm so guilty, and I hold myself accountable for marriage number two
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted everything to be so polar opposite of marriage number one. Because I
Mm-hmm.
was a white guy, so I got a black guy. He was a
Mm-hmm.
small guy. I got a 6'4" guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I strive to do everything different
Yeah.
from religion to I think the only thing they both had in common was they both wore glasses and drank and breathed. Like, you know,
And
but
chew solid food.
I had an agenda.
Mm-hmm.
I had an agenda. I needed to get married to prove that I could do it right.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's why I'm
And
not married, because I want to prove I can do it right.
and I proved that I was an idiot because I did it right, but for the wrong reasons and with the wrong person. I
Okay.
did all the wifely stuff right. I cooked, I cleaned, I fucked. You come home and your bathwater is running if you tell me you're coming home. It was there,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't the right person. He's a great single man,
Mm-hmm.
and he could be a great married man for the right person. He just wasn't great for me.
Right.
That was the problem. I was trying to force him to be what I needed, and because there was potential,
Mm-hmm.
There was potential. He could if he wanted to,
And we
but
fall in love with potential so much. We do.
we do. But what we fail to realize is, even though they have potential, we don't know where they started. And my
Mm-hmm.
problem was, is he might have risen up to where he was at, and that was a peak for him.
Mm.
Wait a minute, my ex didn't even have enough pipe to lay, but something toxic kept me with him for 7. Baby,
It took me that long to realize he was never the one for me. I finally found me, and the right man came to my life. Absolutely, good job.
good job.
I'm all for
I
that.
hope he got more pipe.
Thank you. Apparently so. She's still with him, and she said he's the right one for her. And Q said he's
Wait a
a
minute, Q just
fixer.
said he wanted
Q,
red flags.
he, Q been
He
saying
wanted
the
to
wrong
fix.
stuff all night.
He wanted to fix them. That's
Yeah,
the
he's a
hard truth,
fixer.
huh?
I
Yeah.
hate. I used to be a fixer. I used to be a fixer. Have y'all ever seen that movie Good Luck Chuck? If you have not seen that movie Good Luck Chuck, go watch that movie. I promise you, it's my life. Chuck is a man that fixed women, and women caught on to that. And then right after he broke up, or they broke up with him, they found the man of their dreams. So that's my life. That's my life.
I am at a
He
point in
got
my
so much
life
more. Go
where
on,
I
girl.
want to be fixed. Does that make sense? Like, I want to be the burden on somebody else.
And the thing is,
I
I don't even want to be the burden on someone else. I'm so independent. But she's like, I'm so independent that way. I want somebody to have what I have. You don't necessarily have to have an extreme amount more than me, but at least have what I have.
yes.
You know what I'm
And see,
saying?
I whenever anybody asks me, I'd say I want to be an independently kept woman.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm independent when I don't ask for money. I don't want, shopping sprees and all this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I want, you can't afford with a shopping spree. I want LLCs and properties and deeds and stuff like that.
Right.
That's what I want. That's what you can gift me.
Right.
But I don't need all of that material stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
need
want
time,
us to have.
attention, and affection and memories. That's
Thank
what
you.
I want. But I
I
want to
need
still
you
be
to
able to
be
do me.
able to. I want you to be able to handle your own shit.
Yes.
Even if you have kids and baby mamas, I want you to have them bitches so in check that they never have to call us about no bullshit. They don't ever have to call me. I don't have to deal with none of that drama. I want you to have your baby mama. You can have more than one even, but I want you to have them so in check to the point to where y'all do not have that issue and you are not bringing it into my house. That's what I want. I don't mind a man with kids. Have them under control. I want you to be able to be in control of your debt and working on your debt. Even if your credit score isn't as high as mine, are you taking the proper steps to get that handled? You see what I'm saying? Are you not 3 months behind on your car note and about to have them repo it and you got to figure out, oh,
I
I need to
mean,
go get a
with you
payday
and
loan?
working your job, you can't. That's just not right. But
You see what I'm saying? Like, I
yeah,
want you to have something. Like, even me, I live in a house with my brother. Most of y'all know. But that's what works for us. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have any kids. My brothers and sisters, they are very protective over me. So I'm sorry, men. If we do get in a relationship, just know they don't cut no slack when it comes to Shimmy. I'm sorry, they don't. But I live in the house with them. I help with the kids. You know what I'm saying? They feed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a very good working system, and I'm building towards a goal. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on a house or two or three. I'm not going to put y'all all in my business, let y'all know what I got going on, but I'm working on some things. I have some investments going on. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing all of this, what are you doing? I don't want to hear, oh no, baby, I had to work today, and they got overtime. Okay.
and that's the deal. I don't mind the working because I work a lot.
No, but I'm
Obviously,
saying I
COVID
don't
put
want
me
that to be
down, but
your only answer. You know what I'm saying?
I.
You working overtime for what? What is what is the
What do you have
overtime
to show
for?
for it? What do you
Exactly.
have to show for it?
Exactly. I don't mind you going to work because a man that don't work don't eat, baby, in my house. For real. So
I'm good with
what are
that.
you working
Just
this
make
overtime
time for
for?
me. Make
Exactly.
time. Make time for me. Make me a priority. That's what I do have
Definitely.
a problem with. If I'm competing with your job and you still don't have nothing to show for it, I got a problem.
If I'm competing with your job, if I'm competing with your kids, if I'm competing with your mama, I'm
No,
definitely
I'm not here for it
I'm
because,
not
and
doing it.
I'm a firm believer, and this is, no, you're not going to be above my kids. Marriage, my husband comes first, but dating, no.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, so I'm not going to compete with your kid. You need to take care of your kid, but don't expect a relationship if you're not going to invest time in me.
Exactly. Q, what you wasn't about. That didn't. We don't know what you wasn't about, baby. You got to give us a complete sentence. Because we've already been on an hour and 20. We weren't even supposed to be on this long. We were just going to kind of touch lightly. Arbor, I do want to continue this conversation next week, so just be prepared next week. Hopefully we can get one of our male counterparts on like we were supposed to have tonight. I think he's working late, so we couldn't get him on. But I do want to dab into that because he is also a member of the Alphabet Ministry.
Oh Lord.
So I do want to get some different opinions on from everybody. Q, what you talking about? I want to answer your question before you get off.
Wait,
Now, Q
on
made the
what?
statement and he was saying that he's a fixer. Now, this is what I have a problem with. I hate men that are fixers, which most men are, but then want to say we gold diggers. Mm-mm, that ain't true. Oh,
Hey
okay,
Q,
come on, Q. Tell us.
Wait,
You got
wait a
you got
I'm
minute.
a
3 minutes.
G
You
O
got
A
3 minutes.
L.
3
I'm a
minutes.
No,
Three.
y'all was doing good. Y'all was really doing good. But only thing I have to say is this: I think that a man that works hard, I think as he works hard, I think his woman should work as hard. So whether
Absolutely.
if you are a
We need to match the
housewife
hustle.
or whether if you're a housewife or whatever, then you can work hard being a housewife. If you
Mm-hmm.
got a career in investments like Shimmy and Arbor and businesses just like that, then you should do that. However, what I think that people fail to do is be accountable and responsible for their own romance and the own time that they put into the relationship.
So you
Work
came
is
on to say the same thing we said already.
no, well, no, I'm just saying, you had a comment to say that you want your guy not to work overtime. Now
No,
that
no,
wouldn't
that's
be
not what
me.
I said. I said I don't
No,
mind him working overtime. I just want
no,
to
you
know
that's not
what you're
that's not
working
what
for. Or is that not what I said?
Yeah.
but why even question that though?
Because
If
if
you
you're just
no
listen, if you're going to work every day and you working 10, 15, 25 hours worth of overtime, what are you doing it for? Are you putting it
okay,
into your
but wait a minute.
home? Are you
Okay,
putting it into an investments?
but
Are you
but
putting it into
but wait a
something?
minute.
It ain't just to take
Okay,
me
but
out on no date
let me let me ask you something. Okay, so
You
first
gotta
off,
work 25 extra hours just to make
to
your
take me on
bills.
a
We
date,
got a
baby. You got a
well,
problem.
better
that's
job.
true. Well, that's true. Okay, and I'm not negating that because I think that is a good point for real. Like when you get in a relationship, we all have to make sacrifices. We all have to make those things happen. What I'm saying is that first off, the overtime is what attracted you to him. So if a hardworking man is a hardworking man that works overtime, no, it shouldn't matter what he's working towards. If he's with you, you should be able to
What?
trust his instinct. Well, that's true because the thing is
Wrong.
this. No, no,
No.
hang on. Let me get through. The
Look,
thing is
explain.
that I'm no, I'm just telling you, women always want a man to take the leadership role, but you want to
Yes.
control how he gets it. No, if that man is in
That
a
doesn't.
position, but wait a
Knowing
minute, let me get
You
does
through.
not
still you
Let,
equal
still saying
control.
two different. You
no,
still
you know
saying
that is
something different than
control.
what I
Now,
said.
Shimmy, no, Shimmy, you just said that you are dominant. I'm telling you, you
I know
if
I'm
there
dominant.
is a guy, if there is a guy that's been working hard and he just been doing all his thing before you came along, just because you come along don't mean he stopped working his overtime. If that
Hell
man want to
no.
work overtime, if that man want to work overtime
No,
because he want to work overtime, let him work overtime. But
I
if
don't
if
want
Absolutely.
his
him wasting
goal,
time. Listen,
but that's
I
not
don't want
wasted
you.
time. it's not wasting time if
Listen.
whatever
See,
he's
now you're not
working
listening.
toward.
Don't come on my show trying to take on my show.
I'm
Listen.
not. I'm just saying what I'm saying. What like Arbor was saying. You have to be able to give the time. You have to be able to give the effort. You have to be able to do the things that's required to keep your relationship going. Now you can agree with me in saying that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is that let's just say if his income bracket is not where your income bracket is, and let's say like for example, a lot of guys, could be intimidated because their income is subpar. And so if this young man is in a position to say, look, I work at Olive Garden, okay, you an executive at your bank. I work at Olive Garden, I make this X amount of dollars and I have to work. And Olive Garden managers, what they cap out at 75 grand a year. And so if you're in a position and this man got to work hard, to make sure that that his at least his side can be taken care of, it's okay for a woman to make more than him, and it's okay for her to do all of that. But the
Wait.
thing is that you have to be able to understand that if he has a goal for his family,
But that's what
for
I'm
his
saying.
wife,
What's the goal? Don't just
but
be out here working overtime just to take me out to eat. I need you to be working on some,
well, you
like,
shouldn't
have
be
a
with no man
reason why you're
that got to
working
do
this
that.
hard. There's
That's
a
what she
have to.
was saying.
If you are taking care of if you are working hard and working overtime to make sure that your family got a roof over their head and all this kind of stuff, not that you working hard so you can have spinners on your car so that you can take 3, 4, 5 women out to eat. That's not what I'm saying. If you are out here working hard, work towards a goal. I don't need you to be out here doing 50 hours worth of overtime just so you can buy a watch, just so you can buy a pair of Jordans, just so you can have your car looking fly. I need you to be working towards something, getting us a bigger house, getting us a bigger place where our business can thrive, get us in the stock market better so we have some, what's the word I'm looking for?
Dividends.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the goal? Not that, oh, I gotta work hard because they took $5,000 out of my child support, for my child support, and I'm so far behind on my child support, and I gotta make sure that I have, you know what I'm saying? I got a little extra money so I can take you out to eat. Nah, bruh,
No,
that ain't it. I need
But
you to
but
be
okay,
working
I'm
but
not
towards
here
but
for
something.
that.
okay, I get that. I get that. But this is the thing I'm saying. What I'm saying is that that's what women are attracted to. Women are attracted to damaged men.
Oh, hell no.
And what happens is that when you say things like that,
Healed is the new
it's the
sexy.
truth. You don't want to be in a position to where you are in a situation where something like that happened. You always want to be in a situation to where you always want to be in a situation to where you are in an atmosphere of finding those men. And you're not gonna find those men, in situations where they done been around the world and and then you expect them,
I can find my
to
David.
be the man that you want them to be.
Well,
And I
I'm not
always
in any
say,
situation to find a man at all right now because of COVID. I don't want it. I don't want it. So
I
on that note,
I
we
just
are going to
and I'm
we are
leaving.
gonna
I'm gone.
no, stay on. We finna end
No,
now.
We
You might
closing
well go
now.
stay on these little 2 minutes.
Well, we
So
about to get a benediction.
right,
Closing prayer.
we are going to go ahead and wrap up the show, y'all. We've been on almost an hour and a half, and we are going to continue this show next week. So Q be in a position to come back on here and finish talking about what you was talking about next week. Arbor's going to join us as well. We're going to continue
y'all
this
gonna
because
podcast me to death.
yes,
Yes,
we
because
are
you
we
coming
are
with me
ready to
on
go.
Sunday.
Yes,
We got topics to discuss on
yes,
Sunday.
yes. So hey, we have to increase our media presence. So hey, this is what we're
We're
gonna
gonna
do.
be on this
We
bitch
go
every day
every day
before
if
it's
we
over
got
with.
to.
Every day.
But
Y'all got me out here
They
looking
gonna be
like Black Santa.
they gonna be sick of us. They gonna pay us
hey,
to get
they're gonna be
offline.
so sick of us, they're gonna love us. But
I'm
we
gonna
do
tell
want to
you.
continue this conversation of protecting your peace. I knew this topic was going to be a two-part segment come when it comes to self-esteem, settling versus settling down, just because there's a lot of different factors. With me and Q being single, Arbor being a divorcee. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different variables. I do have a married couple. I've been trying to get them on. Hopefully I can get them on next week so that we can get everybody on here and we can get different, different vibes and different looks at everybody's situation. But I do want to thank y'all for joining us tonight. Q, Arbor, thank y'all so much. Is there anything y'all want to say before we get off? And Q, don't start coming on here promoing because I'm going to do that before I hang up. Okay? You come out and start promoing.
I'll just make a correction. That's it. I'll let you do the rest of it, but I'll just make a correction. That's all I want to do.
Go ahead. You go first.
Okay, everybody. Hey, it's me. Shimmy gonna tell y'all about the lineup and stuff like that. But I just want to let you guys know that the Black Lives Matter symposium that we're going to be doing has been rescheduled to September the 16th. A couple of our guests were unable to come. I was really, really excited about it. Actually, I am going to invite one more person that I know that would love to come on. There are things that we're going to be talking about, and so I am so excited. Can't wait to see you guys. And if I had to say anything, Miss Shimmy, good job. This is a great, great show. Talk about protecting your peace because honestly, a lot of us are, well, a lot of people, I should say, because I protect my peace at all costs with knives, guns, bullets, and whatever, and the Bible. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. And so,
amen, amen, and amen.
So I just want to say, you guys are doing a really good job. Thank you so much, Arbra, for being a huge Mass Gas support. I'm just gonna bring Arbra on the crew. I'm just gonna add her to the pictures and add her to the
She
video.
had already said it when she got her cup.
I already said I was in there.
She was in that thing when she got her cup.
Just add her name on there and just put her on Friday night. Just say fuck it.
She been waiting. In a minute, everything gonna be under the Master Gas, Gideon James, Shimmy 2. Everything gonna be all under one.
Right.
Just cram together.
We need a name. It's gonna be like Black Owned Productions.
Yeah, we need.
Right,
we got branches. Yeah, under Black Owned Productions, we got Master Gas. We have Gideon James presents Spiritually Ratchet. We have MTG. Like we just got a
whole lot of stuff. And everybody, I make sure everybody, please go vote. Go vote. Yes. We have a little bit more time before voter registration here in Texas. Please go vote. Go vote. It's important. This election is important. Please go vote. That's all I got to say. You guys have a great night.
Don't hang up here. You go. Come on, Arbor. What you got?
Love, peace, and hair grease. No, protect your peace. Absolutely. In order to get your peace, do not be afraid to get help. Go get help. Even if you don't think you need help, go and talk to somebody just so they can ask you some questions that you might not realize you know. So it's worth it. And then you can always find me on all kinds of Mash the Gas stuff. Just make sure that you subscribe and get notifications. And then also go and find me on Pure Romance by Arbra and look up Spiritually Ratchet. We've got a show, and me and Q are going to be discussing some scandals on Sunday.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I can't wait to find out what this is.
That's right. Well, I thank you both for coming on, Q, jumping on for a little bit, even though you had some technical difficulties earlier.
Because I got some tea
show and, cutting us all out the show and everything.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I got some good tea. And I was sitting to Arbor. So I got some good tea.
Come on, let's go to the back.
Look, okay. Thank you all for joining us. I will be back to Monday Night Madness again. Yesterday we had a little fluke due to my tipsiness hanging out with my family yesterday, but I do thank y'all for joining us on Tipsy Tuesday tonight and protecting your peace at all costs. And like I tell y'all every week, it is not selfish to think about yourself first, no matter what, to protect your peace. It's not selfish to think about yourself first. I promise you. Y'all join us on Wednesday night, tomorrow night with Happy Hour with Hendrix. Hopefully we get our NOLA music that we didn't get last week. I don't know with the weather if he's gonna be, up and feeling up to it tomorrow, but we're gonna pray on that. MTG Late Night this week was not last week, so MTG Late Night this week, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Is
After
it this
dark.
week?
So
It's
Thursday
Like,
night,
it's,
MTG.
it's Thursday.
yeah.
Damn, wait a minute. Is it? Yeah.
I don't know. I've been
I think
drinking.
so.
Y'all so funny. MTG late night is every other Thursday. I think
It,
it's this Thursday
it's
at
after dark,
10:45
Shimmy.
ish.
After
Oh,
dark.
after dark. I'm sorry.
After
What did I
dark,
say?
yeah.
What did I
Late
say?
night sound like late night with
Oh,
Letterman.
okay. MTG after dark on Thursday. It's supposed to be every other Thursday. I think this is the Thursday, so look for them around 10:45 ish. And of course, on Friday night, you'll get the whole crew. You got me and Q and Auntie Mo Swag and Hendrix, and apparently Arbor is now going to be on our Friday night cast as well. We will welcome
I'm
her
gonna be
with
doing something
open
every night.
arms. Right. We're
Ugh,
gonna be on every night of the week, and y'all only get a break on
so
Saturday
live.
in just a
I'm
minute.
trying to leave Tuesdays open. Shimmy, thank you.
I got a little tipsy yesterday, okay? I was
We
drinking
should
one
just
of
did
them
the watch party. I mean,
suicide.
it's a good
I
show,
was
but I'm
drinking
like,
one of the
damn, I
suicide.
gotta get.
Yeah.
I made gumbo. Can I go eat now?
I mean,
Yes. All right. We love y'all all. Love, peace, and hair grease. Y'all catch us later.
Love y'all. Bye.